Hey guys, Pam here. I came out today to do something, and I don't even know what that something should be. I really need to be working in the house. Let's talk about that for a second. So if you guys have been following me for a little while, then you know that van life is my goal. I started planning it out in different ways and thinking about it long before I knew it even had a term called van life. My husband and I took the RV and camping with the kids, and I thought that was the greatest thing. And how awesome would it be when we got older to be able to travel in the RV and see the world, you know. So I'm kind of still doing that, just in a much smaller version. But I've been tormented on what to do with this property. The worst case scenario planner in me says hang on to it. The note's not that big right now. It's, you know, half of this property I own, the other half I'm still paying a mortgage on, and it's not that large. It's not, you know, an unbelievable amount every month. I can manage it. I've been managing everything fine for 6 years. I'm not living with extra money to do wild and crazy things, but it's been manageable. So I really thought I would hang on to it for a little while. And then yesterday I was in town, so I picked up the mail. And I opened it this morning. And the tax assessor collector's office had sent me notifications of the new appraisals. And according to the numbers for this property, which is broken up into 4 tracts, my taxes would triple this year. Triple. Yeah. Not $40, not, you know, 75 or even 100. Triple. Triple. So, you know, if you're already paying a couple thousand, you know, now you're paying close to 10. It's tripled. I don't understand it. Like, how do they get those numbers? There's not a soul come out here and measured this place or walked through these woods to see, like, what it looks like, if there's been any development. Like, nothing. How do they come up with that? How do you take something that's, say, $10,000 and just write me a letter that tomorrow it's going to be worth 40 and you're going to pay tax on it? How do they do that? I don't understand how it works, and please don't try to explain it to me, because it just makes me want to cry. You know, no matter what you do, even you buy some property, you become a homeowner, you're not in charge of it. You're just not in charge of anything. That's a rant for another day, because I don't know it. I don't understand it. It's just foreign to me, and I can't really complain about stuff that I have no idea. So, nix that for now. But what those envelopes did was kind of help me make up my mind. I'm going to sell this place. I don't know how often they do appraisals, and I don't know how often they raise property taxes. I don't know anything about it. That's why I can't really rant, because I don't know. But I do know if taxes are going to triple this year, if they triple a couple of years from now, if they triple again a couple years after that, how the hell am I going to hang on to this place? Why would I want to? It's going to be bittersweet leaving it, but you know, I've left homes before and it was bittersweet then too, and I went on about my day. The only reason the worst case scenario planner and me wanted to hang on to it was just in case something happens on the road. I don't know, say I get out there somewhere and break an arm, and I just need a place to recover, to recoup. You know, you can't do that in a parking lot somewhere. But I've just decided that it's worth the risk just to sell the property And that way they can just raise taxes on it all they flip and want to, because it don't belong to me anymore. I don't mean that for all you guys that are stuck with these triple property taxes, because it's ridiculous. And yes, I still have a couple days to refute it or to argue or to go to court or whatever. I don't understand that either. They send this envelope. It's dated April 21st. And in this letter, when they're telling you about this and they're showing you all these numbers and why your property is going to be triple what it was worth yesterday and you're going to pay for it kind of thing, it also says that you have until the 22nd of May. So it's like a month. Like, we're letting you know this, but you only got a month to argue with us and we don't want to hear it. You're going to pay whatever you're going to pay at the end of the year. And too bad. Upset me. So then I'm trying to kind of read over it again to make sure I got all my ducks in a row and I understand what's happening, because I'm definitely going to fight it. I fought them on another problem here a couple years back, and I'm going to go fight them again. And but I didn't trust it. So I read that letter again. And sure enough, and then there's the letter tells you you have to a certain date or whatever that was. And then the paper with the numbers and all the valuation and whatever about your property, if you flip that over, and it lets you kind of fill out a few things and send it back to contested or whatnot, it plainly says they got to have it by the 15th. So I'm like, oh, is it the 15th or is it the 22nd? Because to some of us, those 2 or 3 days, we're counting on that because that's what the letter says. Not all of us are going to flip this over and read it, because we're looking at the letter, so God, I got to be down there by the 22nd. So on the 21st, I go down there. It's too late. Had to have it done by the 15th. This is how they get you. And whatever taxes they say you owe that year, that triple tax, you have to pay it. Now, you can go and refute it and argue with them next year, and they can lower it and whatnot, and you can pay the lower tax after that. But if you miss the deadline this year, you're going to pay whatever the hell they say it is. You're just going to pay it. Like you don't have a choice. Sorry, guys. I came out here to work. I really did. But it's hot. And then I sat here and got talking to you guys, and now I'm hot more than one way. The sun seems to kind of have gone down some, but it's sticky. It's like going to rain, so it's hot, sticky hot. So I'm going to get off the rant about the property. I do believe I have decided I'm going to sell it. It may, again, push me a little bit more getting out of here. I'm hoping that it doesn't, because I still have to wait for the van to get the engine. And the way he talked, it was going to be 3 weeks or more. And it may take 2 to 3 weeks to get the engine there. So I'm kind of right now, around the 1st of May, I'm thinking I've got at least a couple months. And that's going to put me, July. And I really, really, really don't want to do a lot of driving in the summer. So I may just push it off regardless till around 1st of September. So that gives me all summer. Because trust me, I'm not going to work very much and very hard and very long in this Texas heat. So it's going to probably take me all summer, working just a few minutes here and there to get everything done. So anyway, it's too hot to work. It's late in the afternoon. I know it's going to rain here in a minute, and I'll have to shut the doors to work in here, and it's just too damn hot already. So if you're still here, I appreciate you. I know nothing got done today. I just ranted a little bit because there are things that need to be ranted about. And if you've got property appraisal paperwork that says your property is now worth 3 times or 4 times what it was last year, fight it. But heaven forbid, triple. Where am I going to come up with triple money? I'm barely scraping enough together to pay what it is now, and they want to triple it. They want to triple it. I gotta sell it. I gotta sell it. So I'm gonna work toward that. It may be that in a future video coming up that I will just put this thing on the market right here on YouTube, and anybody that's interested in 13 acres in the middle of nowhere for deer hunting or solitude, or if you want to come clear half of it and grow your own crops or whatever you want to do, like, it's a nice place. But I guarantee you the taxes aren't going to be tripled, because I'm going to fight it. I'm going to spend the rest of this month doing whatever I got to do, like I did before. Fight it. Like it's just it just frustrates me to no end. I went to the appraisal district about those appraisals that I got in the mail. In my previous video, if you saw that, you knew I was ranting and raving about it, because it was just a crazy amount of money. And the girl says, well, we've got an appraiser here, you want to just talk to her now? And of course I'm like, yes please, bug-eyed about it, like, hell yeah, let's do it. So she went and got the lady, and so they took me in the back, and we got to talking about the situation. I learned a lot about it. Apparently, a lot of land out my way has been bought in the last year. So apparently COVID has scared people out of the cities, and they've come out here and they've bought land. It absolutely blew my mind. She said land out that direction has more than doubled. She didn't say it almost tripled, but it just echoed that in my mind, because yesterday when I was ranting about it, I kept saying the money has almost tripled. So that's even pushing me more to get this land up for sale, to get a sign in the yard, and let's do it. I say in the yard, and get a sign out on the street that it's in there and it's for sale, and let's do it. I don't know what she did. I don't know what deity she prayed to. I don't know what guardian angels she has watching over her, but this woman can work miracles. So she took my case, and there were so many things. She's like, you should have had an exemption for this, there should have been something for that. She just started going over it, and it looks like I'm gonna get what she called a mailbox payment, or a mailbox check or something. It's a slang that I guess they had, because I didn't understand, like, what does that mean? Because I don't know about that. Apparently they can go back so far, which I think she could go back to 2019, which isn't a lot, but it's something. And when she does all her magic and they file all this and they put all those tracts in one homestead, which was supposed to have been done 2008, I always assumed it was. In my view, why things got screwed up when I had to go down there and fight for some issues a few years ago. But she's like, why is this and why is that? This is not how, this should be here, this should be there, dot, dot, cross, cross, bingo. So, she did it. And apparently I may, she's not for sure, but the way it looks, when all that comes together, because she's going to do what she's going to do, it gets sent to another department that's going to do what they're going to do. And I may get a check. Alright, well, I'm on the bumpy road, and I know you guys don't want to watch that. So, just a little quick, went and talked to the land people. Everything looks great. Taxes are only going to go up a very acceptable amount. And I'm in a bigger push now to put it on the market since the property out here seems to be selling quickly and for a lot of money. It's time to make a change. I'm good with it. Very good with it. And yes, we're bumping. Thank you guys for watching. Ding, ding, click, click, buttons everywhere. I appreciate you. And I'll see you on the next video.